Welcome back to another episode of Ollie Makes Bad Financial Decisions, but today I've got a box that has arrived for me and I'm going to open it up. You can tell what it is in the title. So here we have the Eminem Show expanded edition on vinyl, limited edition run of it, and as you can tell it's a bit of a chunky bugger. A lot like your host here. If I get the scissors, and I'm very careful with them, we're going to open it up. Okay, carefully does it. So now would probably be a good time to give some of my thoughts about this expanded Eminem Show vinyl slash the album itself. But that was not as satisfying as it could have been. But my very quick thoughts are there's not really that much new to it. I mean, technically there's 5 new songs on it. I mean, 2 of them are freestyles and then the rest are either live performances of songs we've already been given, or they're actually a live instrumental, which is what builds up the majority of this expanded edition. It does kind of feel like a little bit of a cop-out for me when you kind of just meet, especially with something like this, and I know I'm the sucker and the stan who's buying it. But I would be honest before I open this that it does feel a bit like a little bit of a rip-off when you're saying this is an expanded edition and you just basically throw all the tracks that are already on the album on there as instrumental versions. I'm not a fan of that. I get it makes it better for like DJ mixes or whatever, but when it comes to actually being a fan of someone, I just want to hear new music from them, or at least in this instance of an expanded edition, I want to hear unreleased tracks from that time period. That's pretty much my thoughts on it, but this is the brand new Eminem Show limited edition expanded and enhanced version of the Eminem Show. I feel like I just butchered that title, but let's have a look in it and we're going to need to go over here to fully appreciate and look at it. Now I'm yet to actually open this, so this is a first reaction for me, but ooh, this is very nice. So, as you can see here, oh cool, okay, so I've literally just read through. I thought this was just going to be credits, but this is actually, if we look at White America for example, these are all the lyrics written down, and that is going to be an awesome addition to this. You also have a couple of Eminem Show era photos here as well, which is obviously going to be all the way throughout this. You also have this one here, which is obviously trying to show basically everyone in America watching people through CCTVs, which is ironic because then you're actually being able to watch it from there. But going to the next bit, I went to open or go to the next page on this there and it was struggling to like turn properly. I was like, why is that the case? And I remembered this is a vinyl, not a book. So if I open this up, I don't think this is a special disc or any sort. I don't think so. It looks regularly black, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time with like a collection like this, it's kind of understandable. For those who are interested in this, it is a regular black, but obviously it's got the updated Eminem. Oh, actually no, that's different. Oh, that's cool. That's like the Eminem Robin thing. But then on the other side of it, with the actual details and what's on the disc, that's where you get, say, the album cover or the updated version to it for this expanded edition. So moving on to page number 2, this is basically, it's always just going to have the lyrics here, but I really like that as an actual addition to this, so that it makes it feel a bit more special. I'm just going to go through them quickly, so then you can actually have a look. Eminem and Dre in the studio. Love to see images like those two icons together. Then you have Superman, Haley's song, some more images there. Steve Bowman's skit, and then goes into when the music stops. Say What You Say. Moving on to the next page till I collapse with Nate Dogg. Some more images there. My Dad's Gone Crazy, and then that's obviously where it ends for the main part of the album. So then you move on to this side, which comes with all the extra stuff that's included in the Eminem Show. So you get Stimulated, the freestyles, and also all of the instrumentals. And then as you carry on, this is the end bit of it here, which obviously gives you all the credits for everything that's on the expanded edition, as well as some of these photos right here. This is actually quite a cool one to finish the whole thing off on, using a sort of behind the scenes of, oh, hang on a second. I just noticed something. I thought this was just a back image, but if I then do, actually no, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, I thought that was going to tear off, but it didn't, luckily. Awesome, so then this actually kind of becomes a photo book, which is annoying that that's somehow already ripped. Okay, there you go, just some extra photos from the Eminem Show era. And this is clearly a lot of his notepads on where the Eminem Show was written, which is really cool to see. So that really adds to a nice addition to also look through for this vinyl. So I wonder, did I miss one at the start? No, this is just regular, but for those of you who do want to know, this is what the back looks like and what's exactly on it. Now, I don't know how well this is going to come up on the actual camera itself, but there is, I don't know what the effect's called, but it basically is supposed to kind of imitate a sort of static effect that goes there. Can't remember the word for it, but it's like that kind of like 3D thing where if you move it like that, it does a little bit of that, but it's nothing major. It just does a little static wave to the actual Eminem show to make it look like it's tuning in there. So don't know if this will capture any of it, but I'll move it like that, so something might happen. So was this thing worth it? I would say if you're a diehard Eminem fan, kind of like me in a way, you really like to see some of the behind the scenes stuff. It's really cool to look through and just like get like a chance to see some images that probably aren't really out there. And it's obviously, again, because it's vinyl, it makes it an extra special addition to add to your vinyl collection, especially for someone like me who basically has every Eminem project on vinyl. It just kind of adds something unique to the collection. Would I recommend going out your way to get it? If there was something, say if this was like, for example, the Music to Be Murdered by Side B vinyl, I would say 100% yeah, because it's like a whole load of extra songs, whereas with this, it's just really instrumentals and basically 1 or 2 songs that you're actually going to listen to on the new thing. But it's still a pretty cool piece of memorabilia or merch to have in your Eminem collection. So if you want it for that reason, definitely recommend it. Other than that, don't go out your way to get it if you just want to actually get, say, the Eminem show on vinyl, but a different version of it. Probably would have been nicer to have some like actual colored discs as well with this, like even if it was like the Eminem show red, or even doing some limited version of the whole bluish orange tone that they're going for, say, in this version. But I do also understand, kind of coming back to my complaint at the beginning of the video where I was sort of saying like there's not too much actually added to this edition of the vinyl. It's obviously celebrating 20 years and trying to go back 20 years and dig out anything that wasn't released at the time or hasn't been leaked. That can be really tricky, but again, there are a lot of like that sort of era style of songs that have been leaked and probably could have been added to this just to like fill it out a bit more. Or even a song like Jimmy Bryan and Mike, like where Eminem's actually used his current voice and then mixed it in with previous recordings he had done for songs. I think doing more stuff like that would be appreciated for something like this. Or even if he did something where he was like remixing one of the old songs or something like that. I feel like playing around being a bit more experimental with what he's actually trying to produce for an expanded edition would have been really nice to see, but hey ho, that's it. And instrumentals and a handful of new songs technically, but not to the extent of what you would probably want. And as a vinyl, it's pretty cool to have. And that right there is going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I've got a whole playlist of Eminem sort of related merch and just Eminem related videos for you to go and watch. And I have got some planned for the future. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Ollie Rodriguez-Dolman. Make sure to subscribe. I'm really trying to like go out all out this year on the channel. So you subscribing really helps me, just motivate me, want to grow the channel and just support the channel in general. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of the vinyl of the expanded edition, as well as maybe what you just thought of the expanded edition as just music itself or as a concept, however you want to describe it. So yeah, I've been Ollie Rodriguez-Dolman, or ORD, and I shall see you in another video fairly soon in the future. Also check out my own music. I may as well promote that one. Yeah.
So you will fuck with me now, now you listen to the sound. Made you turn away, turn around. Feeling like a Obi-Wan, I got the high ground. Maybe I'm the only one who feels hype now. Or if you only one get next round. Tell me to get better, where you better be a plumber. Better put the pipe down when I put the mic down. This building's coming right down, better write that down. Staring at the throne and I like that crown, so if I want it, better fight my ground till I'm out of my pounds. Not talking about money, it's about